And so many lanes just not stop doing the fucking crimes. And it's gonna be a short just for that one being uploaded. One thing that I forgot to mention is, as for placement, I can only sit here when the other seat in front of Burger King because of chip. So it's also new, and the food court is virtually empty. So and that. And it's also the possibility that this guy's just a joker, like no one to do with anything official. It's just saying nonsense. Which case is sure. I don't care. Really constant today. As I said, that's why that doesn't get mixed with this. Don't think that I say that joking about that in a case like this is funny or even acceptable. I'm saying I have bigger concerns. I don't care. That's why I was sitting and waiting on this thing uploading. But it's just going the same video. I want to authenticate that going up. I also want to point out, meanwhile, a couple of things that you hear them saying yesterday. Like, for instance, stop several times to me, which I even mocked. It makes sense because if they are doing that, they cannot stop. And the fact that essentially just outlasted them, commenting on stuff. Assumption that they were really hoping that I wouldn't come here during that day was substantiated by the fact that you saw the sheer amount of drugs thrown on me earlier, including shit drugs. I don't even know if they expected Tanya to let me know. As I said, that was such a happy thing as far as, once again, Tanya caring for me, even though it's, again, value, which is one thing, but, you know. Also, note how quick the phone was charging early compared to yesterday in particular, where it's like several hours to go to 28%. Today arrives at almost zero and it's already at 49. And just because they'll say schedule doesn't mean necessarily that they are to be scheduled. They are to be given to the press. But as you can see, there are many threats to me all the time. So in case something is done to me, they get published automatically. And most importantly, you have that for YouTube and for Google, which provide you with that. So even criminal attempts are not going to work that well. Again, they're not the first criminals who are going to erase the internet. You don't erase the internet, funny enough. So just saying, I couldn't actually get it properly. I wanted to like listen so I could listen accurately. Some random criminal person next to me saying the words, "You're not gonna leave?" No. But I don't know if it was like you not gonna leave, then H not gonna leave, like something's not gonna leave. Like we also say in this language when it's leave, like like documents, saying have your documents released. You say the word leave or release, etc. Um, Either way, they're being accused of holding someone in some sub-slavery type of bondage thing for their entertainment. Just as a casual reminder to after what you listen. And also as an explanation to what I mentioned before, how the good person theory is usually incorrect as a guy who tried that every single other time, dozens of times. potentially hundreds, dozens for sure. It's never the right one. As you presume why they do what they do. Maybe one day you saw Tanya surprising me yesterday. Always open to that, and I'm emphasizing that today to you. But, but, burned dozens too many times, hundreds too many times. Should trust that should be. Instead, it might just be something stupid, which kind of far more in line with the business mission. Stop that one.